very, very quiet. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Come on. There he is. Quiet, quiet. Oh. There's a good boy. A lot of people have sent in letters saying, Craig, is that horse that dances around Secretariat, is that a real horse? And I'm like, yeah. Look, he's wearing blue eyeshadow. Would you like an apple there, boy? Okay. Let's see you eat it now. Oh, gone off the apple, have we? It's almost as if you were some kind of wise-ass intern, isn't it? Anyway, look, here, I'll put it in your horse pocket. By the way, horse pocket is a name that CBS makes me use for other things. Want another one there, boy? Another one in your horse pocket? There you go. Ooh, there it goes. Yeah. All right. Well, I bet you're full up now. You want one in your back horse pocket there? All right. There you go, fella. There you go. Oh. I bet you're feeling a bit energized with all those apples in your horse pockets, aren't you? Only one way to work off all those extra calories. Let me ask you the question. Who's that at the door?
Late Show with Craig Ferguson, sponsored by Stella Artois. She is a thing of beauty. Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Ferguson.
I also am Friday night crazy, but please calm down. We've had complaints from next door, from... What is the studio next door? What's it, Dancing with the Stars? Yeah, they can hear us. They can't hear anything over the desperate. Craig, you're being cynical. Yes, that's right. I'm still me. We just arrived. The show has just started, and already there seems to be some kind of microphone thing, and whenever I cuss, it goes quiet. How come it goes quiet during the monologue, but there's a little Tootsie Fruitsy flag at any other times? If I know. Anyway, it's a great day for America. It is Friday. Friday. Now, this is a very important Friday today. This is a very important anniversary today. On this day, in 1856, Sigmund Freud was born. So today would make Freud's 155th birthday. Oh, I feel like I feel like such a vagina. I meant to say that. Anyway, it is a great day for us here in California. We have learned that the royal couple will be visiting. They're going to be here in July. Prince William and his lovely bride, Kiki Wigglesworth. I'm not sure what their plan is, but I do know they would be terrible contestants on The Price is Right. A new car? Oh, that's free, isn't it? Things are free, aren't they? All of these things, the average retail price would be free. I'm implying they don't pay for things. Anyway, you know, because of I'm going to put my dot up. There you go. Anyway. You know, because of the Twilight books and movies, that the most popular baby names in America this year are Isabella and Jacob. And it's not always a good idea to give your kid a trendy name. I still haven't been forgiven by my 18-year-old son, Sir Mix-a-Lot. Come on, Sir Mix-a-Lot, let it go, kid. You've got your whole life in front of you, Sir Mix-a-Lot. There's a big weekend at the movies, of course. The first big superhero movie of the summer opens today. I'm talking, of course, about Thor. Incidentally, Thor is also what I say right after I work out my glutes. Oh, my ass is really Thor. Now, of course, please don't do that. Yeah, it's not the thing. Anyway, Thor, of course, is a superhero. He's a mix of types. He has the strength of the Hulk, the courage of Superman, and the thick, stumpy legs of Khloe Kardashian. But he's handsome. He's handsome. I'm serious. If there was a hot superhero ranking, Thor would be number 2, right behind Aquaman. Seriously, no, Aquaman is hot. Check him out. Check out Aquaman. Look at that man. That's what I'm talking about. Now, for those of you not familiar with Thor, his signature weapon is a hammer. Do we get a picture of Thor? There he is. That's him. Yeah. Well, you're going to applaud a drawing? It's awesome, though. He's got a hammer. He can use the hammer to crush his enemies and then celebrate by putting up a bookcase or some shelving. His other superpower is that he can change the weather. He's like sexy global warming. But basically, Thor is a god who lives down on Earth amongst regular humans. Humans. A god who lives among humans. Nowadays, we would call that Oprah. But the comic book geeks are very excited for this movie, and I can see why. This might be their only chance this year to see a movie made from a comic book, except for Green Lantern, Green Hornet, Captain America, Priest, Cowboys and Aliens, Conan the Barbarian, and X-Men. But that's all right, enough. You know that Thor was originally the Norse god of thunder. Every Norse god only had one task. So Thor was the god of thunder, not of lightning. Just thunder. It's very unionized. The god of lightning was Sparky. And IKEA was the god of confusing furniture assembly. Now, the Norse gods came to us from the Vikings, and the Vikings were badass. They would show up in places and just take whatever caught their eye. It was like a boatload of Lindsay Lohans going across the road, taking things, moving on without a care. And people always think of the Vikings with those big helmets, you know, with but that's not true. Historians now say they didn't really wear those. There's only 2 people that can get away with wearing a Viking helmet, Flavor Flav and Brett Favre. But they're very different, of course. Flavor Flav is famous for showing people his huge clock, and Brett Favre... his clock isn't so big. I played a Viking in a movie, How to Train Your Dragon. That movie, I played a dragon in that. It's a cartoon. Well, you know, animated movie. You can't say cartoon or else, I don't know, you go to jail. But anyway, but I was proud to be involved in that movie. It's entertainment the whole family can enjoy. And because when the whole family enjoys something, that means there's going to be a sequel. And that means... Thanks for applauding my financial windfall. You know that some historians say that Vikings discovered America, but I'm not sure if you can call it discovered. You know, you turn up and go, look, Sven, someone's already here. An Indian, and a cop, and a construction worker, and... Do you know the best thing about the Vikings, though, was their funerals? Vikings would put, you know, the deceased in a big longship and then set it on fire as it went out to sea. But see, when I go, I'd like a Viking funeral, but nothing too elaborate. Just throw me in a puddle with some firecrackers. That way I'll be remembered as I lived, loud and damp. Are you ready for anything, Jeffrey Peterson?
This show prints money.
This show prints money? No. It's commercial break time, that's what I'm saying. Oh, that's what you imply, because we show commercials, we'll get money.
Winning.
No, knock it off with that. No, it's commercial break time. Anything you'd like to do in the meantime? I heard that you got fixed today. Was it fixed in a sort of dog going to the vet way? Was that what it was? I thought you were gonna...
Balls.
Yeah, exactly. Or lack of them. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the big Thursday show. It's not actually Thursday, it's Friday, but we're celebrating Thor today, so who knows what day it is? It's Friday. What time is it, Jeffrey Peterson?
Put the kids to bed, we're tweeting tonight.
Oh, yeah! Play the jingle. Twitter. Tweets will set you free. Twitter. Tweet the night with me. Check the tweets. And also email. And also the emails. This is from Grant in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Hey, what are they going to do in movies now when, like, stuff happens, they want to explain it? You know when they used to have the spinning newspapers? They spin up it? What are they going to have, like, blogs? That's going to suck. Craig, are you saying things suck more now than they used to? Oh, yeah. That's what guys my age say all the time. Do you know in like 2 weeks I'll be 49? You may... No, wait! See, now, shut... Uh-oh. Because, see, when people applaud your age, that means they're like, whoa, I can't believe you've lived this long. And neither can I. Anyway, this is from Grant in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, who says, Dear Craig, this may be late, but I have to confess I watched the royal wedding and was surprisingly entertained by it. What does that say about me? I think you know. You know what it says about you. There's nothing wrong with that. It means you enjoy royalty.
In your pants.
Yeah. Thanks, Jeff, for just driving it home. This is from Gareth in Newcastle in Delaware, who says, Dear Craig, is there ever a time when you really don't know who's at the door? Yeah. Yeah, every time the doorbell goes, I'm like, who's that at the door? Oh, you mean here when Secretariat comes out? Nah. This is from Tom in Mobile, Alabama, who says, Tom. No, he says Craig. He doesn't say Tom. Unless he sent an email to himself, in which case, why the hell include me, Tom? Hi, Craig. I'm trying to apply for a patent, but it's a lot harder than I thought. Do you know any good lawyers? Yeah, my ex-wife got some great lawyers, man. Yeah. This is from Anne in Manchester, New Hampshire, who says, hey, Craig, if I can hear music when I'm shopping, I'm tempted to sing along or walk in time with it. Should I give in? Do you? I have to say, Anne is a very attractive owl. Look at that. What kind of owl is that? That's with the little feet there. Yeah, you should dance and sing along. Haven't you seen Glee? If you haven't seen Glee, you get a couple of... There's a guy in Wisconsin who likes the royal wedding. He's taped a couple of episodes. This is from Charlie in Dallas, Texas, who says, Dear Craig, I was wondering what type of hair product you use in your hair. I don't know. Spit. This is from Ariana in Walnut Creek in California. She says, Dear Craig, my husband and I watched your show after recording it on DVR. At what age do you think we should stop watching it with our daughter in the room? She's 8 months old. About now. Tinky Winky. Pipsy. La la. Boo. Teletubby. Teletubby. Teletubby bye-bye. That was for your daughter. This is from Kurt in Atlanta, who says, Dear Craig, I want to oh, I can't read this. This is from Tori in Toronto in Ontario in Canada. Canada is to the north, Mexico to the south. Canada is like the opposite of Mexico. I'm swimming into dangerous waters. Tori says, Dear Craig, I'm going to be living in a house with 4 guys in a few months. Any advice? Stretch.
CBS cares.
This is from Steve and... Oh, this show is getting out of hand sometimes. This is from Steve in Barnegat in New Jersey. Barnegat. Ha ha! Dear Craig, my roommate... I can't read this. My roommate chews loudly with his mouth open. How do I tell him that it's disgusting without hurting his feelings or pissing him off? Just say, hey, you know that chewing you do with your mouth open? It's awesome. And they'll be like, really? You can't. You're just going to have to be blunt with him. You're just going to have to say, hey, buddy. You're a Tootsie Fruit slob. Tinky Winky. Teletubby bye-bye. This is from J.D. in Salem, Massachusetts. Hi, J.D. It says, Dear Craig, I'm meeting my fiance's parents for the first time next week and they want to go sailing. Should I confess I'm terrified of water or do I suffer to make a good first impression? Why don't you throw them off the subject about... take them to a strip club or something. Terrified of water? Does your fiancé know about this? Are you French? I don't know, man. If you can't go sailing if you're terrified of water. It's an essential component to the activity. Dinky Winky. Dipsy. La la. Hey, you remember that controversy about the Teletubbies when they were all saying, like, the late Jerry Falwell, he was supposedly said that one of them was gay because it had a handbag. And I was on Politically Incorrect with Bill Maher that night that story broke, and Jerry Falwell was on. I talked to him, he seemed to be all right to me, but he said, I didn't say that. But, it might be, and then Bill Maher said, who do you think, any of the Teletubbies are gay? And I said, I think the one with the crack in his head is gay. Welcome back to the big Friday night show where we're going back.
Rocky Dingo.
Oh, man. Sorry, we're going bat poop. My first guest tonight is a great big movie star. He's in a new movie called Everything Must Go, which is in theaters May the 13th. Take a look at this. Please welcome Will Ferrell, everybody. Will Ferrell. Well, how lovely to see you. Have you brought...
Great to see you. I understand you had a baby recently.
I did, yes.
Right?
Well, my wife, you know.
Your wife.
Yeah, of course, obviously. I didn't actually...
Medically impossible.
So far.
One day.
One day. I had some medical work done earlier in the week, and...
Oh.
No, I still have a penis.
Good to hear.
Thanks.
I still do, too.
Maybe we could work something out.
Possibly. Anyway, this is a baby gift for your child.
Oh, thank you very much indeed.
I did the wrapping myself.
It's beautiful. What a lovely... I actually thought it was a tie.
Well, you could just...
You could... should I open it now?
Please.
Oh, open it. That's very nice.
And I think your child will love it.
I'm sure he will. He's 3 months old. He's not that tough a crowd right now.
Yeah.
He's all right. Let's see what we got here. Oh! That's...
Brand new tennis ball.
Great! That is fantastic. God, thanks, man. That's one of the good ones, too.
One of the good ones. Yeah,
it's a little, he could sit on it for now. I could take him around the house on it.
You could drag him, pull him. Yeah,
I could bounce him around. He's like that, just gently. I'm not talking about anything horrible.
Yeah,
just
of
like...
course. Within reason.
Yeah, yes. Within reason. That's very nice. Yeah. Very generous of you. Thanks very much indeed. I'll just put that there. Do you have a deal with these people?
I do, actually. In fact, if I could just take some time.
Sure.
When you're going to play tennis, you might as well make it a Dunlap.
It's a Dunlop.
Oh,
yeah.
Let's take it again.
No.
When 3-month-olds love to play tennis, they use Dunlops.
Dunlops. There you go. Are you a big tennis player yourself?
I like to play.
You really play tennis?
Yeah, I play tennis.
You know, I met Bjorn Borg once in a nightclub.
Okay.
Yeah, you know the great tennis player?
Sure. Was he... when was this?
No, I thought it was, it was during his rough times.
Oh, it was not the height of his game?
No, it wasn't the height of his game. It was the height of his game. Yeah.
Right.
But the thing was, I was surprised because he had one little regular-size arm and one giant arm.
Yeah.
He looked like a crab that had lost a fight. Yeah. But you play? Can I?
I actually played... This is my tennis arm.
Whoa.
Not much bigger than the regular arm, though.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which one do you...
I play a method called hot hands.
Hot hands?
I just keep throwing the racket back and forth.
That's intimidating looking. Does it work?
No, I never hit the ball.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
But it would put me off if I was playing against you. I'd
Sure,
be like,
you'd be
what's
like,
going to happen next? I'm scared. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, are you a big sportsman?
Fairly big
Fairly
sportsman.
big?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
tennis and...
I play a lot of high-lie
Highline.
down in Tijuana.
Tijuana. I'm not... there's only one
That's
sport...
that basket where you catch the pelota in the basket.
Oh! I saw an unusual... I saw an unusual ping pong game down in Tijuana, but I never saw the... You know, I wish I had that
You wish you had
night.
your
I
gun
tell
locked.
you.
Yeah.
Get away! So did
But
you...
I once played against Mats Wilander,
No way!
who was in the era of Borg.
Yeah. No,
Another Swedish player.
I mean, you really do like tennis?
Yeah, is that bad?
It's just a little unusual. That's all. I don't know the game or anything about it. I don't.
We should play sometime.
Well, yeah, because you'd
I would
beat my ass.
destroy
Yeah,
you.
of course. Yeah.
I would destroy you.
You would. Oh, but isn't your wife Swedish?
She is.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
they love tennis
Yeah,
over there,
they
don't
love
they?
it. Yeah.
Do you watch the girl who played the dragon tattoo thing?
Did I watch her do the thing? Oh, I
It's
watched
your
the
wife,
movie.
isn't it?
Oh, no.
She's Swedish,
Yeah,
isn't she?
she read the books.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Well,
in Swedish.
In Swedish?
Yeah.
Gosh, she's clever.
And
So are you raising your kids as Swedes?
they are bilingual.
Are they really?
They are, well, the little guy is only 15 months old, so he's just... Yeah.
That's Swedish, isn't it?
That's actually the beginnings of Swedish, yes. That's how it starts.
Right,
And then
yeah.
it develops. But the other two boys are speaking both English and Swedish.
That's very impressive.
And Dad does not speak.
No Swedish?
No.
Do you go over there with your wife and
We do.
family?
We go every year. We
And-
go every summer, and we have a little place over there, and we stay for 3-4 weeks.
And what do you eat herring?
Eat some herring.
Yeah.
Eat some lingonberries.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's when it gets crazy. When
Yeah.
when the lingonberries get pulled out.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Lingonberry, any kind of American equivalent to the lingonberry?
Yeah, like a cross between a cranberry and a blueberry.
Whoa, hey, slow down, slow down.
Hold on. The tartness of a cranberry
Yeah?
with the sweetness of the blueberry. Sweet and tart. It's like sweet and sour chicken, but in a berry. It's incredible. You gotta come over.
This is Tutti Frutti. Wait. I'm going to Sweden. I'm going to Sweden. I want some of that sweet and sour chicken berry good
We'll
times.
just fill a bathtub full of lingonberries, and we'll just roll around it.
Shoot.
Yeah.
You're living the
I'm
dream.
telling you, that's why we keep going back.
Anything else in Sweden I should know about? They have got the sweet and sour chicken berries and the IKEA. I guess the IKEA.
Yeah, the IKEA. They all drive. They all
drive the Volvos.
Drive the Volvos.
Yeah. Volvo sometimes sounds a bit like
Saabs.
vulva, which is
It
good.
does.
It's good for jokes.
Right.
Yeah. If ever you're needing a joke, you know, Volvo, vulva, mix-up jokes.
Except a vulva.
Yes.
Swedish.
Yeah.
Is a skundel.
A skundel.
No, I just made that up.
No, you didn't. That's
That was
good,
good.
though.
That was good.
It's good.
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
I got. Yeah.
No, because the idea of a skundel, yeah, I think that's a good name for it.
Of the skundel.
Yeah, are we talking about the Volvo or the... See, I'm mixing them up and I don't even mean to.
No. We're talking about the vulva.
The vulva, yeah. Like the Dunlap.
Right.
Right.
Which I stood corrected.
Yeah.
Dunlop.
Dunlop, yeah, when you play tennis. Do you want this back, really? Or
No, that's yours. I just heard you had a child, and I was looking through my closet and had a brand new tennis racket. I said to my wife, I'm going to give this to Craig Ferguson.
Yeah, that's great.
And she's like, oh, that's a great... And she's like, for a baby?
Yeah.
I said, yeah, I think it'd be a funny joke.
I think actually what would be interesting if, you know, we smash cut from, like if this is a clip
Right.
on a show years from now,
Yep.
when my son Liam is a tennis champ.
Tennis champ.
And
that was
you
the
know,
moment.
and that would be, and then they'll say, and that was just before your father went nuts and went back into rehab, Liam, and then,
Now
you know,
he's winning all these tournaments.
yeah,
And he dedicates every victory to Will Ferrell, not his father.
I don't know how I feel about that. No, that's,
Maybe I should take it back.
yeah. You'll have to prize it from my cold dead skundel, my friend. Because now I think...
Cold Dead Skundal is the sequel to Girl with the
Dragon Tattoo. Yeah. Oh, quickly, we have to talk about your film.
Right. Yeah.
What size the film, Will?
Wait, what size is it?
Yeah, what size is it? Yeah, what size is the film? It's about...
feature length?
Yeah, feature length?
Yeah, well...
About an hour and a half?
It depends on the format.
Right.
On a disc, it's about this...
Oh, it's not a disc yet, though. Yeah. It's in the movie theaters, so
it's I don't know how much film. It's a massive amount of film.
Miles, I'd imagine. Yeah.
I like the movie.
Yeah, no. I'm sure it's great. No, I am. I'm sure it is great. I mean, honestly, the clip was adorable right there, and yeah.
It's good.
So, listen, do you want to do an awkward pause or a mouth organ to get us out of here? Usually, I like to...
What is a mouth organ?
Well, a mouth organ is, well, it could be one of two things. It can... It's, it could be a harmonica.
Right.
Or it can be something involving a skundal.
Do we have a skundal available to us?
I think there's some prospects in the studio audience, but I'm not sure. I got a fresh one. I got a clean one. If you
okay,
yeah. Can you play? Oh, your father was a very famous musician, though.
He still plays music. Yeah, he's still a musician. He plays. Yeah.
Is he still with the Righteous Brothers?
Well, they aren't doing it anymore.
Right.
Yeah, performing. So
probably not then.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But in his mind, he is.
But if you can play the harmonica on this show,
right,
that you can win the golden harmonica. It's only been won a very few times. I think whoever's won it. Yeah, here are the list of winners: Billy Connolly, David Pogue, Jennifer Omelette, Jennifer Oulette, Hugh Laurie, Neil Patrick Harris won, which was a surprise to me. Wow. I didn't know it, and Larry Johnson. Yeah. So what do you think? You going to add your name to the? You think you could?
You know what? I'm going to give it my best shot.
Okay, well, I'll give you... Here's a fresh one. Yeah. I'll fill in while you... I'll vamp while you get your organ out of the box.
This is very... My organ is very tightly, sanitarily wrapped here.
That bit of paper there, by the way, that's
that stays on.
No.
Oh.
That's the skundal. All right. My next guest is a very funny comedian. He's making his network television debut this evening, starting off small, very wise. He'll be on June the 21st at Caroline's in New York City. Please welcome Reese Waters, everybody. Reese Waters.
Thank you. Thank you very much. My name is Reese, and I am a self-hating smoker. I hate other smokers because they never let me smoke a cigarette in peace. As soon as I break one out, hey, my man, can I get a cigarette? Hey, dog, can I get one? People falling out of trees. It's like I put up some kind of nicotine bat signal, and people just come from miles around. You ever wonder why is it socially acceptable for a complete stranger to walk up to me and ask me for a cigarette? Like they don't cost money. Right? I can't walk down the street like, hey, my man, let me get a couple of those chips. Excuse me, miss, you think you get to buy that hot dog? I can't see a guy making out with his girl like, you think I could grab a piece of that? I trade you for a cigarette. Which is actually how my parents met. So it's nice. I love my parents. They're very good people, but they're what they call old school and what I call racist. It's a fine line. They didn't like my ex-girlfriend because they said she was too light-skinned. And to be fair, she was light-skinned because her mother was white and her father was white. I remember showing my grandmother a picture of my ex-girlfriend. You buy a wallet, you supposed to take the white people out first. I don't want to call my grandmother old. I prefer the term museum quality. My grandma. But it was even on both sides, though. Her parents didn't like me either. And they never approved the relationship. I wish I could blame that on racism. But they were really cool at first, then they became distant over time. So clearly, they hated me as a person. You gotta respect that. I feel like Martin Luther King would have been proud of her parents. Because they didn't hate me because of the color of my skin, but the horrible content of my character. I learned a lot in that relationship. Like we went to the beach and she got a tan, and she was self-conscious about having tan lines, which confused me. I always thought it was sexy when a woman has tan lines. It's kind of like God came down and highlighted everything that was important. Makes me feel like I have X-ray vision. But we used to fight. Our biggest fight was over Lifetime. She watched a lot of Lifetime, which is a channel that women watch that makes it impossible for men to date them. That's Lifetime. Everything would be perfectly fine in the house. I leave for 2 hours. I come back. Now we're fighting over something she saw on Lifetime. That's not fair, ladies. Literally, as soon as I get in the door, she's right on top of me. I can't believe you left me while my mama was sick. That didn't even happen to you. That was Sally Field. What about that time I caught you cheating and you faked your own death to get away with it? Why are you bringing up old stuff? Thank you guys. I'm Reese Waters. I really appreciate that. You've been fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Next week on The Late Late Show, Jeff Goldblum, Kenneth Branagh, and Paul Reiser.
What did we learn on the show tonight, Greg?
Wasn't that nice of Will Ferrell to give me this to give to my son? What a lovely present. And I'm going to teach my son how to use it, because I used one of these nearly every day when I was a kid. Here's how it works.